This is some killer ganj, dude. Yeah, I think someone's at the door though, man. Oh, right on, man. I'll go check it out. Hello? Oh shit, man, it's the Fed. Yeah, we got two botanists down in, hydroponics, violating, 420. Roger that. Go ahead and book them. Roger that.
Ooh, what a scoop!
So, you wanna grow some weed, kid? Yeah, you wanna grow some space weed? Well, let's learn how to do that, shall we? Okay, so this is Botany. This is your main room for all your plants and shit. These are the planters where you plant your seeds. I'll go over all this here. This is the seed vendor, which has 3 of just about every kind of seed. Not really though, there's more seeds than this. Next to it you have fertilizers and pest spray, and just some extra tools that you actually can find in the back though. But we will need a plant bag, so let's pop that bad boy out of there, put it on our belt. This here, once you've harvested a plant, you can put your vegetable or whatever it is in this, and it will create 1 to some number amount of seeds. And not only that, you can use the plant bag and you can collect the seeds. It'll pick all the seeds up, and then you can click on this thing with your plant bag and we'll stick all the seeds in here so you can store them. And it's fancy because it shows all their stats and stuff too. This here is the biogenerator, which I will have to get this beaker here to show you what it does. I wonder, actually, can you use a bucket? How about that? You can use a bucket. That's fancy. So yeah, you can make a bunch of different shit in here. If your vending machine runs out of fertilizers and stuff and whatnot, you can make all that. You can also make some weird stuff, but more importantly, for providing your chef with stuff, you can make milk cartons, so on and so forth. Monkey cubes, that's a big one, and I'll teach you how to do that in a bit. Back here is your back room. I like this water backpack, so if you can get it, get it. Throw your old backpack wherever, it's not important. Once you got this, you can click on it with an empty hand to get the gun in your thing, and then you can spray, but you have to fill it up first. So you click a whole bunch, now it's full. Alright, back here we have the DNA manipulator, which I will go into in a bit. We've also got a Chem Master or whatever, and the beaker, of course, which you can basically, say you grow some drugs, you can grind them up and put them in here and then make pills out of them, which is a chemistry thing, which I do go over in my chemistry tutorial, but that was for Paradise. But this thing still works the same, so I probably won't go over that extensively. In these lockers you've got some things you want. I need to de-admin myself so all those little extra things aren't there. Anyway, cultivator, you want this, pick it up, put it in your pocket. The other things, portable seed extractor I don't really use, but I think it's just basically a better fucking plant bag, basically. So you might actually want to just use that instead of a plant bag, actually. This will be a learning experience for me, too. Haha. Anyway, hatchet, good weapon. If you need a weapon, hatchet is a good one to have, so, I mean, hang on to it. You could also use it to cut down tower caps, which is a type of plant you can grow that grows wood. This is just some clothes. You want to change up your style, you know, go for it. This just has a couple tools in it which are useful for you. The wrench and wire cutters in particular, I will show you what you can do with both of these. You can unwrench these, and you can just lay out your botany however the hell you want, basically. Just do whatever. This is however you want it to be. Me, I'm gonna leave it like normal for now. Well, can you unhook these two? You can unhook that. I don't know if you might have to unscrew it first to be able to unhook it. Wire cutters. You can click on wire cutter or these planters with the wire cutters to set up irrigation. Woo! This makes it so they share water, and I believe they share nutrients. So if you put nutrients in one, it shares them. I know it shares mutagen, which I will also go into later. So if I spray a bunch of water into this planter, you'll see the tray, the Botanist is setting off the irrigation system, meaning it, you know, went throughout those doohickeys there. So I'm actually going to keep these wire cutters out. I'm not going to hold on to the hatchet because I don't particularly need it. And we can throw this wrench back there. So, yeah. Now, one thing that you should do when starting a shift at Botany, I believe, is hack these two machines here so you can get the really good fertilizer and some of the weirder seeds. So we're gonna do that. Now normally you're probably not going to be able to get the insulated gloves that I'm going to go for. If you've seen my hacking tutorial, you already know how to hack, though TG is a little different as far as hacking, just a little. There are more wires in vending machines, I think, or more things that can go wrong. One of the two, but you know, this is just one of the easier insulated gloves to get. You get the silver coin, you put it in there, and then you get the insulated gloves. Chances are you're not going to be able to be lucky enough to get these. So you can probably ask science or, you know, someone with access to insulated gloves and tools to hack your vending machines for you, because I mean, they're nice and they'll just do it. They'll just do it. Maybe. Probably not, though. No, I'm kidding. They'll probably do it. Sure. Why not? So what you want to do, click. We want this green light to be on, so we gotta pulse some things. Magenta didn't do anything. Blue made the orange light come on, which is always a disaster because it's not gonna stop sparking. So what we're gonna do, cut that blue wire, mend it. Now fix it. Alright. Not do blue again, let's do gray. Gray is the special wire of choice now. So we do screw that back up. Pulse gray. Screw that back up. Throw these because I don't need this shit in my life anymore. So now you'll see we have ammonia and diethylthamine bottles, which this is the best fertilizer available, and you can actually just have Chem make it for you, so you don't have to hack this thing. And then as far as this goes, this unlocks all of these seeds. All of these seeds were unavailable. Mushrooms, these are very, very poisonous mushrooms. Glow shrooms are these cool little things that you can like put on the ground, and we'll grow some. I'll show those. I like glow shrooms. But let's feel like I've gone on a little too long with this intro here, so let's actually go to what your job is. You gotta provide vegetables for the chef. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. He'll probably ask you for certain things, whatever, and you can just plant a bunch of vegetables. And then, of course, you're a botanist, so you're gonna be wanting to do some side jobs, you know, your own little experiments, which is fine. So once you've got, you know, a good amount of food for the chef, you'll probably just be able to do your own thing. So let's just go through some basic shit for the chef. So let's get cabbage, carrots, We're gonna get some onions. Let's get eggplant. Yeah, yes. Did I get onions? Why does it still say 3? I did. Does it still say? Yeah, whatever. Potatoes. Potatoes? Did you come out? Potatoes? Oh yeah, now there's 2. Why isn't this machine updating? Weird. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are a big one, and wheat is a big one. So I'll teach you how to plant. Grab seeds, just click on a planter, and bam, planted. Now actually, I am going to have all these hooked up. There are reasons that you wouldn't want to have them all hooked up, which I will go into later. Mostly just because you don't want necessarily share them. Now you see these red blinking light, that means there are weeds or pests. If there are weeds, you want to take your cultivator and click, and it takes care of them. Now the yellow light means that it needs nutrients. So you go over here. This is something I'm going to leave for you to understand on the wiki, because it's a little like complicated, not super complicated, but it gets there. These different nutrients basically make the plants mutate different ways, so their stats will go up a certain amount of times once they've been harvested. Left for Z does it twice. This is a really probably confusing explanation, which is why I don't really want to go over it, because I'm not perfect and I don't want to feed any misinformation, you know. I've already got potatoes planted. But one thing, like, you know, I'm not reading directly from the wiki when I'm doing these tutorials. I'm just fucking ad-libbing. Just FYI. Just fucking ad-libbing. So, things are bound to possibly be wrong in some respects. And this is really just, you know, always have the wiki up if you're a new player, because it's gonna be helpful. It's just, I think, you know, fucking reading a giant wiki page isn't fun, you know, to learn a game. So these are to accompany your experimentation with the game, because I think it's easier to watch someone do this shit sometimes, because that's how I learned. I learned by watching someone play this game. So hopefully I'm able to pass on. It's just, yeah, okay, bye. I don't know why I said bye. So green light means it's ready to harvest. Woo, look at that tiny wheat. That's a piece of shit of wheat. Only 1, 2. So that was bad. We're gonna turn that back into seeds by just clicking it there. How about that? Now you can put it back in. You can see their whatever. So I will go into these stats here in a second, just a moment. Okay, these are ready. Onions, also only 1, goddamn. But as you can see, that one gave me way more seeds. Pick them up by just doing that, put them back in. So your first bet, you can also harvest with this thing. You can just click on the plant, it'll suck it right up into it. You can dump them. Oh, apparently that didn't even, oh yeah, it did. Oh right, since this is a seed extractor itself, activate seed extraction, and then it turned it into seeds. Accidentally dumped them. So your first like thing of it, you're probably gonna want to turn them all into seeds, just because you only start with 3 of each. So it's a good thing to do. So something I actually learned myself recently is the wheat seeds And the tobacco seeds are really good starting points for some DNA manipulation, which we will go into in a bit. But yeah, you just gotta watch your plants. You can click on the trays and it'll tell you what their water and nutrient levels are like. You can also take your plant analyzer and click on them, and it'll give you way more fucking details on them than just clicking them normally. So each of these plants is really fucking terrible. Like, Jesus. Jeez. Turn them all into seeds. Not many. Man, this fucking RNG is kicking my ass right now. We'll fix that. We'll make like some really fucking good tomatoes or something like that. So, what is this? Eggplant? This is the tiniest fucking eggplant I've seen in my life. Smack that eggplant. Activate seed extraction. How many we get? Only one. That's a weird sprite for a pack of eggplant seeds. Let's see. These are the tomatoes. We'll wait for the tomatoes to be grown. And as you can see, some of these plants disappeared completely when I harvested them. But these have perennial growth. The perennial growth trait makes them reharvestable. So they'll start over from a certain stage in their life and grow again. And you can harvest them again. After these have grown, I will go into the DNA manipulation, which we might just have to do to get some decent fucking seeds up in this bitch, because holy crap, these plants have been awful so far. Maybe I need to get a little more nutrients, make them mutate a bit more, because holy shit. Now let's see, you any bigger? Not really. What do you like though? Here's oh look at the lifespan on that one. That's fucking great. This is another thing. The lifespan on the eggplants is actually huge. Sadly, I think we won't be able to make use of that. Also, we got some onion sprouts with some real good potency and endurance. So we're gonna take both of those. We're just getting ready. We're going through, seeing what has the highest numbers, and I'll show you in a bit. Oh damn, these are some good ass tomatoes. Wait, oh crap, they're killer tomatoes. Shit. So this tomato plant actually mutated by itself. I wonder when that happened. Now, eggplant suddenly mutates into eggplants. Oh shit, so those aren't are those the like eggplants? Is that why it's so fucking weird looking? It is, isn't it? Are these like actual fucking eggs? They are. That's why they were white. Wow, how did I not even notice that? We're doing crazy botany without even realizing. So these are killer tomato seeds, which get gigantic. Not sure if they're actually killer though. Sweet potato plants have really high potency, actually. So we're gonna take one of those. Man, a lot of, did I even plant sweet potatoes? I thought I only planted regular potatoes. The fuck is going on? Everything's fucking mutating on me without me wanting it to yet. I'm not ready to teach about mutation, jeez. Probably shouldn't be using Left for Z because that mutates it quicker. But we'll see if these turn into eggplants that I have actual eggs on them. Just for fun. And actually we're gonna see, because that is one of the eggplants. Cabbages are ready again. So I'm not going to stress too much about the vegetables just yet. But I will, okay. So here's one thing. When you have vegetables, you're going to want to pick it up with this because it's just easier. Then, so the chef can have them, you can empty your plant bag or your portable seed extractor TM into this refrigerator, and oh bam, chef can grab it from his side, however many. So that's all you have to do to supply the chef with stuff, but you are going to want to start your seed production so you don't run out of seeds. But let's get into the DNA manipulation shit. So for now, I'm gonna throw my little backpack away, because you know how to plant things now. You know how to nurture them and take care of them. We're gonna get into this real science shit now, and that real sciencey shit requires. Hold on, eggplant. No, that looks like a normal eggplant, like a purple one. Oh, I was admined again. I wonder why I was admined again. It's an eggplant. Yeah, there must be a chicken inside. So it is like an actual like egg. Weird. Fucking weird. So, also, the way to kill plants, if you don't want them anymore, take this spade and pluck them. Gonna get rid of these for the time being, because we are going to do the science now. So what you're going to need for the science, go to chemistry and request some unstable mutagen from the chemist. What a surprise, there's some unstable mutagen right here. So you're probably gonna want to change the transfer unit. Come on, keep scrolling down. 5, because you don't want to use too much of it too quickly, do you? No. Alright. Let's see. Let's grab these. So, what am I using my backpack for? What a silly. We're actually gonna need the fucking water thing back, so I don't know why I even grabbed that, since I can use the plant bag. Okay. Let's get on this DNA manipulator game. Pack of sweet potato seeds, stick them in there. What do I want from this? I'm guessing it's the potency. So what you do, grab a disc from one of these boxes. Take this disc, you plop that bad boy in. You get the thing you want, you extract it. You confirm. Destroys the seeds. So if there's some seeds you really want to keep, you're going to need to plant those seeds and harvest some new stuff from it, basically. Throw that disc on the floor over there. Pack of onion seeds. What do we want from this? Not potency, probably endurance. Alright, grab that, bam. Get that endurance. Let's get that endurance. Confirm. Alright, got a disc with some decent endurance. Alright, now, what do we got? What do we got next? Pack of cabbage seeds. Oh, that lifespan's looking pretty good. Now, you're going to probably notice something here. I don't know if it's going to actually... Yeah, see. This device's extraction capability is currently limited to 35 lifespan. So, we can only get 35 lifespan. You have to go be chummy with research and development down here to get them to upgrade your DNA manipulator, so you have a higher cap on what you can extract from plants, basically. Let's see here. What do I got left? Oh, now, keep in mind, these tobacco and wheat seeds are things that I just took out of the vending machine, and they're always the same in the vending machine. So, what these tobacco and wheat seeds have that is good is what you want from the this wheat seed is the yield, because this is maximum yield. 10 is maximum yield, and as you can see, this is limited to 4. So you might want to hold on to these seeds until you actually can extract the full 10. The other thing, the tobacco seed, or wait, that was the tobacco. Sorry. The tobacco is what has maximum yield. The wheat seeds have maximum production speed, which is the lowest number. Production speed is best at lowest. So, what you want is to get that, and oh, there's already a... No, there isn't. Why did I hit that? Oh, I must have hit the light on accident. So why is this not auto-scrolling? Jesus. What you want is the production speed. So you extract. Target gene will be degraded in 9. It's not even fucking worth doing at the beginning of the fucking you know, if you don't have this upgraded, unfortunately, because that's ridiculous. But we have some decent numbers here. We have some pretty decent numbers here. Another thing what has started growing here? Another thing is that plants will start to grow in these if you don't tend to them. They will start growing weeds and other such things, some of which you might actually want. Let's get this cabbage seed, because this cabbage seed has an interesting trait that we will take from it, and that is perennial growth down here. No, there's already an empty disc in there. Extract it, confirm. Now we can put that on any plant we want. So something like carrots, which doesn't have perennial growth, could have perennial growth. In fact, let's make some crazy ass tomatoes and some crazy ass carrots, just to sort of show that off. Tomatoes are already perennial. Carrots are not. Put that in there. We can put that back on there. Alright. Yep. Okay. So, let's do carrots first. Alright. So, carrots, you can see all their things, so on and so forth. We want perennial growth on this. So, let's pick up the perennial growth disc, stick it in there, and then insert perennial growth. Confirm. Now, this has changed this to experimental pack of carrot seeds. How about that? Alright, potency 10. We can't have that. Let's get this potency 41 up in here. Click replace. It replaces the gene. Take the disc out. Throw it over there. Let's see. What's the yield? Yield is 5. That's actually better than our current. So let's not bother with that. Lifespan is better, so let's replace it. Got it. Alright, take that disc out. Next is endurance. Alright, which is basically the plant's health, how it can stand up to being mutated and whatnot. So now that I've thrown all these one tile away, I'm not going to be able to do it to the tomatoes. We will still though. So now I've got this fancy looking experimental pack of carrot seeds. So let's stick it in there. Let's get some easy nutrient. Get this all nutrified. That's a word. And then just fill this up. I don't know why this isn't auto scrolling. It's driving me crazy. Not sure. Now it is. Whatever. Now it's not again. Okay. I'll only have to worry about that if something important pops up down there. Alright, so we've got the carrots planted there. They're gonna grow. Wonder if there's a way to like reset this or something so it's not being a piece of shit to me. That's a tutorial that I need. Okay, enough of that. Let's do the same thing to these tomato seeds now. Potency 10, endurance, replace, bam, boom, bada, bing. Get rid of that. Bing, bada, bang. Replace the lifespan. Yes. We got yield. Yep. We can replace the yield. Take that out of there. What are we at? Potency. Potency is what basically it's like how strong they are. Basically, it'll show up by how big they are and stuff. You'll see like potency 100 tomatoes are gonna be fucking gigantic. I'll show you. I'll plant some of those killer tomatoes we got. Those end up being fucking enormous if they're high potency. So this tomato's already a perennial growth, so we don't need that on there. Let's take that out. We'll plant them right next to our carrots. We'll put a little regular nutrients in there. Didn't really need to do it twice. Could have only done it once. We'll cultivate both of them, remove the weeds, and we'll just wait. In the meantime, let us take out these killer tomato plants, and while I could change their stats, we're not going to worry about that right now. Alright, let's water them. And also, I'm going to grab a pack of, let's see, Liberty Cap. Let's try, or no, I don't want a Liberty Cap. I want Plump Helmet. Plump Helmet Mycelium. We're going to do something funky with these. So we're going to stick those in there. Now, if I remember correctly, I think mushrooms don't require nutrient or water. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Because they have something called fungal vitality, whereas weeds have some other kind of thing which makes them immune to weeds and pests. So you don't, if you put both of those things into a plant, you basically just have to watch it grow. You don't actually have to take care of it, which is nice. But we'll still give it nutrients. And now we're gonna do some fancy stuff with this unstable mutagen. We're gonna keep using it. The plant shrivels and burns. See, that's bad. That means it has taken a lot of damage. Thankfully, I believe this heals damage to plants. This is also like the best fertilizer, so we'll try adding some more. A few weeds in the hydro, you'll like notice how it now that's the like red. The red health means that it is dying, and as you can see, it went away when I used that. So there's like percentage chances of using unstable mutagen on them to get them to mutate. Now look at the fucking size of these carrots and notice how they're still there. That's because they have perennial growth now. So these are some good ass carrots, guys. What we're gonna do with these good ass carrots, we're gonna take one, we're gonna make a fuck ton of seeds. We'll just make a fuck ton of seeds and basically put the rest of them in there. So now you've got a shit ton of these carrot seeds that all have the really good stats. As you can see down here, the potency actually mutated even further, which is why they're so damn big. So that's pretty good. Tomatoes should be equally as impressive. I'm trying real hard to get these to fucking mutate. Trying real hard because I want to show them off. I'm pretty sure pretty much every plant has a mutation of some kind. Some kind. Not necessarily a useful one. For instance, the one I'm trying to get out of these plump helmets, not necessarily a useful, god damn. I am not having any luck with this. I like how I like unintentionally fucking got the killer tomatoes earlier. Just complete accidental. Oh boy, that was special. Alright, we've healed them again. And unfortunately these are ready to harvest now. Look at how tiny and wimpy they are. Let's plant some again. I'm not gonna go too long with this. I've pretty much taught you basically everything. Just gotta keep that chef's fridge stock. Look at how big these fucking carrots are getting. I'm just trying to show you some like mutations, even though we've already got the mutations in the killer tomato. You really didn't get to see how that happened necessarily. These killer tomatoes are ready for harvest. Look at the size of them. And I threw it on accident, and you can see what happened there. But they get real goddamn big. I remember making 100 potency ones before, and they were just fucking gigantic. You can put these in the chef's fridge too. And then we've got these regular tomatoes over here, which aren't that great. What's the deal here? Why didn't these turn into biggins? They pretty much just kept all their stuff. That's unfortunate. They didn't seem to mutate as much as the carrots did. So let's get the left for Zed. Let's give them a bunch of stuff. By the way, I'm just dropping these bottles on the floor. There is a trash can right there. Don't be lazy like me. Oh, we've got some nettles over here. Come on, come on. React. I just want you to react. Where's that? I don't know why I've got that on in my hand so often. I should just hold this. Oh man, now we're out. We're out. I'm gonna have to bother the quote-unquote chemist for some more. Now we've got all these weeds popping up and these other ones. Oh, there's some plump helmets we could mess with. All I want to show you is like a little unstable, like, you know what, I'll try mutating this tomato plant as well. Actually dumping unstable mutagen will share it across all these plants, so that should be interesting. We'll do that as well. Alright, I'm back with some unstable mutagen. Look at all these harvestable. Man, those tomatoes are real small now. Let's really try and use this on... Man, I was using too much there. I should have been using 5 units. Man. Oh, there we go. So as finally, after all that mutagen, tomato plants suddenly mutates into killer tomato plants. That's like probably the least interesting one of those that could have happened. What I really wanted was some maybe blue tomatoes or blue space tomatoes. Got all these fucking things now that I don't really want. Look at the... Oh my god! Look at this. This is gonna have crazy potency probably. 55. That's the size they are at fucking 55. Just imagine how goddamn big they are when they're 100. But yeah. Just some big ass fucking plants there. Yeah. I'm gonna try and get an interesting plant to mutate real quick. I will be right back. And yeah. I'll be back once we actually see that happen. Alright. So, as I was frantically spamming some mutagen on all these plump helmets, you will see right here, this is what I wanted. Plump helmet mushroom suddenly mutates into walking mushrooms, which is what we've got right here. Now, this is a weird mutation, and not a very useful one, but if you want to open your own, like, cockfighting ring, this is the fucking mutation you want, guys. You know, I just finally noticed something. I didn't tell you guys about ambrosia. Ambrosia is fucking drugs. Is basically space weed, even though there's also weed in this. So we're gonna show you some of that too. Let's get some nutrients on that. So all these things on the left side of my botany lab are all fucking growing out of control and shit. Let's take care of this ambrosia while my walking mushrooms are growing. And also, we're going to need some tower cap mycelium. Where is that at? Tower cap mycelium. This is how you get wood. Let's plant it right here. Get rid of it. Oh, okay. It's filled with weeds. Got rid of it. Okay. Put that in there, get fucking whatever. Tower caps take quite a long time to grow, but that's alright. Well, we shall wait. And I realized I didn't grow a large variety. Normally you're gonna want to grow a large variety of vegetables and shit for the chef. So he can make all types of weird shit and, you know, all the food, and he'll be happy if you do that. He'll treat you right, or she. It's probably gonna end up being like a German chef or something. You don't want to make those German chefs angry. Let's see. Alright, all the like normal ones are ready to harvest. Ooh, that one seems to have mutated quite a lot of potency. How about that? That one too. So it looks like our walking mushrooms are almost ready to harvest. Again, mutating here's some good things you want to mutate early on. Try to get tomatoes. Tomatoes, you get enough unstable mutagen on them, they evolve into blue space tomatoes. First of all, you might have to get blue tomatoes first, and then they evolve into blue space tomatoes. These are ready, and there they are. There he is. Normally you'd want to make seeds since it's your only one, but not gonna worry about that this time. You can place him down, and then he's a little walking mushroom pet. Thing about these things is if there's more than one of them in a room, they fight each other to the death, which is what I meant by cockring. Or cockring. Cockfighting ring. I mean, I guess you could use one as a no. But yeah. That's those things, and yeah, if there's more than one in a room, they will murder each other. Alright, so this is coming along nicely. This ambrosia here. I will be back to show you that once all this shit is grown. Alright, so the ambrosia is ready to be harvested. Is this empty? Sure is. Alright. We've got 5 very, very tiny ambrosia branches. Now what we're gonna do with those, I will show you in a second. We're gonna need we will need our wrench. But first, let's go get some supplies. Get a few supplies that we're gonna need. Man, I sure wish there was a chef on board. I'm feeling quite peckish. Maybe one will show up soon. What am I looking? This is what I'm looking for. We want rolling papers. Grab those. And now, let's see. Click on them with the empty hand to get one out. Now, we can't roll anything just yet. First, we have to dry this shit. Which, if this stuff would ever fucking grow, then it'd be nice. These things take goddamn forever to grow. While we're waiting for these to grow, I can show you what the fucking biogenerator does, since we've got all these goddamn mushrooms on the floor that I don't need. Let's well, I've kind of already botched that. Let's use the plant bag to get the mushrooms up. Mushrooms, get all, get fucking everything. Get all the, like, I threw some nettles over here. Plant bag's full of shit now, as you can see. Let's, well, it should be. Wait. Where'd they, what the fuck? What the oh, I emptied them on the ground on accident. Dump it into the biogenerator. Activate the biogenerator. And that's all you have to do. And now 210 units. It shows you next to them what how many units it requires. Mostly going to be doing this stuff for the, like, the chef. Man, monkey cubes sure do cost a lot. God damn. Question, can you put seeds in the biogenerator? You cannot. Hey, our wood's ready. So, you grab the wood, harvest it. Not quite done yet, though. Some more ambrosia. Let's grab that. Alright. We're gonna need this hatchet. This is like the only other use for the hatchet other than killing people. Clicking on those, turning them into planks. Now what you're gonna want, activate the wood in your hand. And you want to find the drying rack. You can place this wherever you want. I've noticed that you have to actually, for some reason, you have to unattach it from the floor and then reattach it for it to be powered. I don't know why. But they don't start out powered, even if they should be. You'll notice it's powered because, well, for one, you can use it, and it'll have these little arrows will be slightly red. So let's dump all this ambrosia into here and dry it. And it'll pop up on top of it. You can actually dry anything. You can dry apples and, everything, and you can actually smoke them as well. So if you have made some, if you've injected some drugs into some apples, which you can do, you can totally, it's empty. if you'd noticed, you may or may not have noticed. Let's just grab these spores real quick. These down here. This is where like drug production will show up. So ambrosia will have basically THC in it. It's called something else in this game, I think, though. But and you can remove that and then fucking put drugs in your apples, make your apples all drugged up and shit. But finally, let's grab some rolling paper, and then grab the rolling paper, click on the thing, and you have got yourself a rolly. And then all you have to do is put that sucker in, and don't forget to buy a lighter, because then you won't be able to smoke it. What the fucking shit? I'm not even gonna mess with that. Not even gonna. Don't know what happened. Just not even gonna bother. Hey, welcome mushroom. Go take care of that maybe. But yeah, the drying rack is useful for things such as, you know, drugs. But I believe that's it, guys. That's all you really need to know about botany. Well, it's not all you need to know, but that's enough. That's more than enough. This is 50 like fucking minutes of me going on about bullshit about botany. You should have a basic understanding of it now, and you should, you know, be able to experiment and whatnot, and you should be able to understand the wiki better now from listening to this, I hope, anyway. But yeah, that is all from me for now. I've got a big fucking giant orange slime to deal with, so I will see you guys later. Bye!